Hi folks. So we got a routine server patch in War Thunder this morning, but among the minor updates were a couple of things I wanted to look at real quick, mostly because these directly relate to stuff that I did a couple of reviews on recently. First up, the J-8B has gotten some better loadouts. Most significantly, there are some useful multi-role loadouts now that include bombs, rocket pods, and air-to-air missiles. You can also take a loadout now of 2 Aspides and 2 PL-5Bs mixed together, which gives the plane a little bit more flexibility in air combat, so that's certainly a welcomed addition that I think is going to end up making the Aspides a lot more popular overall and, you know, lead to them getting used a bit more, because the previous loadout of just the 2 Aspides was really inflexible. But anyway, unfortunately, the elevators still move backwards, so no idea what it's going to take to get them to fix that one. But speaking of weapons, the stats on the PL-5B got a bit of a hotfix. You can see the minor stat tweaks here, but most significantly, it's been buffed up to 30 Gs of pull, and its booster thrust has been reduced a little bit. So that certainly seems like it's going to be a reasonable buff to the weapon, and getting the PL-5B kind of back into the top tier meta. It seems that one of the Gaijin staff responsible for a lot of the Chinese vehicles and stats has been fired. So we might be seeing some more changes and fixes coming to the Chinese stuff in the medium term, but it's hard to predict, and I guess we'll see. Next up, the Mirage F-1C has a new toy, the R550 Magic 2. Some of you might remember that this weapon was on the dev server and it ended up getting cut, but it's back now with some slightly different stats. Still, a very impressive weapon though. It seems like a lot of people were complaining about the Mirage F1 on the forums, and the Magic 2 seems like it was mostly added as a little buff to address some of the community complaints. But it's difficult to know the full story for sure. In any case, this is a fresh new 35G missile, which seemed pretty capable flying it out a few times this morning. The F-1C also has a fresh set of loadouts, basically duplicating the ones that, had the Magic 1, but now have the Magic 2 instead. So if you had a loadout on the F-1C that you were using before and happy with and all that, you probably won't have to give it up. You'll get a duplicate of that loadout, just swapping out the Magic 1 for the Magic 2. In any case, that about wraps it up. Minor update in a short video, but I just wanted to cover it since it directly tweaked a couple of planes that I covered just last week. As always, thanks for watching.